Tonight is a very big night. Tonight, I get to prove, once again, to all the fans of All Pro Wrestling, and most importantly, once again, to myself, that I belong here. I'm Malachi. Bring everything you have, because it's going to take everything to take this away from me.
Oh, that's a boot. That should be it. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a new APW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
You had this title, and I took it from you. There wasn't a damn thing you could do about it.
Tonight is the night that I get to prove to the entire APW, to all of the wrestling fans across the world, that I've got what it takes to chop you down, Malachi.
I am the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion, and that's where the belt is staying.
After it's all said and done, after the smoke clears, the dust settles, I will become the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion.
And here we go, Roland. Dylan Drake coming out first. This is the main event of the evening for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship match.
This is going to be one heck of a match, Jason. I'm looking forward to it.
Now, Roland, who do you give the advantage to in this match? Both men know each other very, very well. But Dylan Drake, now the challenger, taking on Malachi, the champion.
Well, it's always a little bit more difficult for the challenger to wrest the championship away from the belt holder. But, Dylan Drake, he's picked up a lot of experience during his one-year reign as champion. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be an even battle. Malachi's a tough guy, though.
And here comes the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion and another member of the association, Malachi, the big man from Reno, Nevada. And he might not be the sexiest wrestler in APW, Roland, but I think he's definitely the ugliest wrestler in APW. Look at him come to the ring, drooling, spitting out water on that belt.
Well, let me tell you what that's about. Look at him. The semi-bald head, the beard, the big broad shoulders, the big barrel chest, and then he's got drool hanging from the beard. That's a psychological ploy. Malachi is playing to Dylan Drake. He's trying to intimidate him early.
The champion slowly making his way to the ring. He knows, being the champion, that Dylan has to wait for him, that he doesn't have to wait for Dylan. He's playing by his own rules here right now.
No, you're right. It's psychological warfare starting before the bell.
You gotta wonder what's going through the mind of Dylan Drake. And now, Roland, let's throw it over to Johnny Legay for the official announcements of this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, standing in the corner to my right, he is the challenger. He weighed in tonight at 223 pounds. He is an All-Pro Wrestling Boot Camp graduate. He is a former APW Universal Champion. From San Francisco, California, ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Drake! And the opponent, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in tonight at 265 pounds. He is a member of the association, trained by Brian Rigger, hailing from Reno, Nevada. He is the reigning and defending APW Universal Champion, Malachi. And the referee is definitely judging this contest, APW Senior Official, Paul Custer.
The announcements are over, Roland. Referee Tom Castor bringing the two men to the middle. Let's look at the tail of the tape for this match.
Well, they're pretty even up with the height, but like I said earlier, Malachi's got that big barrel chest. There's a weight advantage here.
And a distinct difference in the years pro, Roland. 9 years for Malachi, 2 years for Dylan Drake. But as you mentioned, in that 2 years, he beat a lot of top competitors for that APW title.
Exactly. There's 7 years difference in experience, but that 1 year that Dylan Drake held that title and took on every top contender in Northern California, that almost is equal to 3-4 years experience.
APW Universal Heavyweight title on the line here. APW Gym Wars every morning. Channel KFTY 50, Digital 199. And here we go. Let's get the action started as the two men look to lock up. Oh, Dylan coming back with some big overhand rights. Now going to the midsection. Oh, he's looking for the sharpshooter? No, Malachi able to kick out of that.
I'll tell you what, though, Jason, I like the aggressiveness of Dylan Drake. I think this may have caught Malachi off guard, totally off guard.
Who would have thought Dylan Drake would get into a power game with Malachi right off the bat?
Nobody.
Now Dylan look for the flying cross body, and he hits it.
And the reason is because of that. He's a finesse wrestler. Dylan Drake's a finesse wrestler. He relies on his technical ability, not his brawling. But I think that was his little psychological warfare.
Dylan Drake starting things off fast and furious against the champion Malachi. Stay tuned, fans. This action is going to continue when we come back from commercial break here at APW Gym Wars. And we're back here rolling at APW Gym Wars. Malachi getting the advantage on Dylan Drake.
Yeah, Malachi got real rough during that commercial break, and he's really trying to take it to Dylan Drake brawl style here. And Dylan's got to recover from this.
Roland, do you think Dylan can keep up his strategy of starting off fast and working that power and finesse game with Malachi?
I think he has to, because Malachi, he's not going to let up. Malachi is going to play his game. He's going to wrestle his game, which is that brutality, just that powerhouse brutality.
The champion whipping the challenger into the corner here. Drake up and over. Malachi looking for the big boot, but Dylan takes out the lower half of Malachi.
That's right. And what's the old saying about chopping a tree down? You got to chop it. You got a big tree, chop it down, and that's what he's doing. He's chopping this big tree down.
Setting things up, working. Look at that, Roland. Working the hamstrings. You got to know he's setting up for the sharpshooter later on in the match.
That he's got to be. He's got to be. I nothing to do with the match here, but I got word from the locker room that someone saw Larry Blackwell at Disney on Ice. I mean, this cannot be true. That's what this Matthew Thiel does. I'm sorry. Back to this the Dylan Drake match.
Well, Malachi sending Drake over the top rope. Drake able to get back up in the apron. He's climbing the top. Is he going to look for another flying cross body rolling maybe?
He'll be ready this time.
Malachi had that scouted.
I thought so. He's got to break out of this. Don't let him suplex him.
Dylan again.
Chopping him down. Keep chopping him.
Oh, big suplex there by Malachi.
He took him halfway across the ring. That's how much power and strength this guy has.
Here's the replay. Shades of Taz from ECW there rolling.
His feet landed on the ropes.
The big man showing off his power here. Nice slam there by Malachi, the champion. Boots to the eyes of Dylan Drake. He's staying on top of the challenger here, Roland. He knows that to win this match, he's probably got to keep Drake on the ground.